As I said before, one thing they've been doing with me is they've been kind of changing memories around, and sometimes it's kind of sad because they like to reconstruct your reality. They reconstruct your reality by creating a new version of reality, and it's sad. And they try to use it, the warnings of the horrible things, the torture I'm gonna experience. And with me, it's like I understand why you tell me why these bad things are gonna happen to me now, because as they manipulate whatever they're gonna manipulate, memory, thoughts, reactions, then they want me to identify with whatever manipulation they've created. Now you see this picture. I talked about it before. This is based on, uh, I, the when I was 23 or so. I met this girl in red, you see, and we and started kind of talking and being together for some ways. She was 18 years old, and that next door is her sister. Her sister was kind of a messy person. Nothing wrong with her. She was just having fun, but she was like underage, I think, at that time, because she was the younger sister, and obviously, unfortunately for them, the story is not gonna be about me and her, because that's what they would love, right? They wish that me and the younger sister were together or something like. So this is something they can never. That's something that can never happen. So now, how they gonna twist things around? Now listen to the sadness and the patheticness of reality these people are. The patheticness of what they're part of. And it's funny, as I'm saying that, to disorient me, right? I hear somebody yell, "You're nothing," right? Now understand, this person calling me a nothing, what she's trying to box in. Um, this girl, the sister, as you can see, I pointed here. When I was meeting her, the GF here in red, um, I was, I remember we just met and everything else. Um, and one day I remember seeing the sister kissing, and the sister kissing some guy who I've met before, but I didn't know that the guy she was kissing was a 30-year-old guy. I knew that. I found out that because the GF, this woman, the person read, um told me, "Oh, this guy is a loser. He's a 30-year-old guy." I was, what? Really? I was shocked. I didn't know. Matter of fact, I thought she was much younger than that. And so this is the reality, that the sister wasn't, the one in black. I never had any interaction with. Matter of fact, I never even talked to her in my life. Never. I've seen her around. Maybe I say hi. Maybe if she was around, but if no real interactions. And so, but she was with a man that was not only like an adult, but a 30-year-old adult. And so this is the reality. As they're trying to find ways to paint me this person with kids, whatever, they're trying to find a way to connect this sister with me. But I was with the person in red. So what they're doing, memory manipulation, and they're creating certain things that falsifies. Now, when I met the person in red, I remember on her birthday, me and her uh, were together. And so we go to a house party. There was this house party, and the host of this house party was this guy. He had a house, and there's a lot of people living there. And I'd ask, "Hey, I want to be intimate with this person in red. I need to be with somebody, so I need to find a place I could be intimate." The guy who was 30 years old lived at the house. So I approached him. Like, "Hey, is it possible that find a place, to be intimate?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, come on, let me show you where." So he showed me the place and whatever. He gives me the accommodations, and that's it, right? And so I didn't know this guy too much, but I was friendly with him, right? When I saw him, I said, "Oh, thank you." I just high five, not even high five. Like shook his hands, like, "Oh, thank you," And that's that. Didn't know much about this guy. I know he lived in the house where they threw a party. I knew a friend that knew the group of people that live in the house, but I didn't know him personally. I didn't know much about him. And so what they're trying to create in my memory is I remember seeing him kissing the sister, right? This 30-year-old man kissing this girl who at the time was underage. And that's that. I remember she was kind of like, everybody was like kind of drunk. And so they're trying to make me imagine. It's like, yeah, man, high five. You did a good job. Oh, yeah, man, like giving him props for being with this person. I was like, and this is truly created my brain. This memory is manipulated. It's like it's a creation of a non-existent moment that happened in my brain. This moment did not happen, but the way they're changing things is because after seeing him, and after giving me the accommodation, if I saw him, I say, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, yeah, talking like that." But when I saw him kissing, he was never like, "Oh man, high five." This is the things they falsify, and I'm hearing this trash, this childlike individuals like, "No, you haven't," and that's how they sound. And then they tell me how these bad things are gonna happen to me, so I can subscribe to this false memory. They recreate memories that are not real and then want you to be acceptive of this false memory. They want me to imagine having a memory, just giving him props. Yo, good job. When in reality, I remember being with the sister being mad at him. She's like, yo, man, this guy's a loser. She did this and that. And now they're trying to make me imagine me giving, oh, yeah, man, good job. It's like, no. That's what you guys are creating. And they're making me really imagine that. Now I know I'd probably say hi to him. Like had like a friendly interaction with him. But they're trying to create this BS, and they're truly making me imagine everything else. Him like, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, please, it was such a weak thing. They're so sad, and they're like, no, you're gonna be castrated. That's a real memory. They are trying to intimidate me into accepting a false memory. Because one, they can connect the system with me. Now they try to find ways to try to create a um a connection of some sort. Do you understand how reality it consists of falsification? That's their job. They want to paint people in a different light. When they can't, now it's time to create. And they are creating memories. And they're putting things together and manipulating in different ways. It's delusional. Now, as I'm saying that, let me say the things they're saying in order for me to subscribe to this false memory. And in my mind, as I'm telling this false memory being implemented in my head, they make me imagine like him smiling and like creations I can in real time of false memories. And they're like, no, you'll be screaming, it's like, I'll be screaming, I'll be tortured, I'll be tormented, but I will never subscribe to a falsified memory. You've been creating false memory throughout my targeting, my V2K targeting. And yes, we know that memory manipulation have been in the works for a long time. That's why now I bring up like things that maybe not in the Department of Defense world, but in the real world, people getting prepped for falsified memory, for memory manipulation to come out. They're writing ethical papers about the neuroethics of false memories. And I'm listening to this trash, and they like to send a childlike individual every time a memory is going to be super falsified. And I'm going to capture the falsification of it. They send a childlike individual. So what it means is I'm hearing some person that sounds like a child. So no, it's a real memory. No, it's our memory. And she's saying, no, you're dying. To disorient me. So this via V2K, they can just project false memories, right? and they can project voices. As you see, that was a that was forced speech. They can create uh, they can force you to hear projected voices, right? And I'm listening and I'm hearing this projected voice from a childlike individual who is trying to make me accept a false memory of that nature, stupid as it is. It's like, no, you were giving him props because he was with her, and because this person was underage, and this man was 30. They would try to make me imagine doing that and changing things around. And because they cannot connect this girl to me, now they try to make me have this false memory. It's the things they do. So for me, recording this is a must. It's I need to record this, because in a few moments this is going to be a memory that is going to feel like a real memory of me. Let me just repeat the false memory. So you see this. There's a sister of the person in red. The person in red is the person I was with. A person that I really care for, and at one point imagine myself being with her. And the next to her is the sister. The sister, it was his younger sister, kind of wild, not even wild, but kind of like, party kind of girl, and, love to drink and whatever. And so they want to connect me with her. They try many ways, right? They try to make me imagine I wanted her, but I didn't want the sister. I wanted the sister all along, but I didn't, like some weird things like that, which is stupidity. And then now they make me, because this sister was with a 30-year-old man, and they're trying to make me imagine, like, giving him props. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, so, it was stupid. And they truly make me imagine a memory of me, like, oh man, after they were kissing and whatever, me like just like giving, like, shaking his head, hey, what's up? You good job. Well, that's cool. Like giving him props for being with this person. And it's BS. And the way they're changing that is because when I was looking for accommodation to be intimate with the person in red, she gave me accommodation, and ever since I've been kind of like friendly with him. Hey, what's up? Giving, shaking his hand, whatever. And so they're changing things around for me to just imagine me giving him props, like, yo, good job, man, good job, wow, with her, wow, that was cool. Like, they are delusional. And my memories, I just manipulate to imagine that. I know it's falsified. So this is another false memory that I know that's falsified. And the reason why I think they try to create this thing is because there's this childlike individual who sound like they sound like they try to frame me and make me imagine, frame me and make me say that I was with a child, a teenage kid. And so that's why they're coming up with stories like that. And because even today, what's happening as a target individual, when I see a kid, from the babies to the teenagers, they make me have some stimulations. And so now they are here manipulating memories to try to create these false patterns that are nonsensical. Delusion, it's so sad. They are pathetic losers. In the sense that reality is these people work for entities that can manipulate the brain, obviously, but also the entities that they contract them are filled with pedophiles. And for me, they are here creating false memories. So to all my target individuals, stay strong.
Sol Verizon at 2:45 a.m. at 46% AMA Journal of Ethics registered sign illuminating the art of medicine. Understanding the basis of memory and treating memory disorders has been a focus of neuroscientists, physicians, and philosophers alike for over 2,000 years, starting with Aristotle's early comparison of memories with impressions in wax. 1. Advances using cutting-edge techniques such as optogenetics, a technique that involves the use of light to control brain cells. 2. In neural network analysis, programs and data structures patterned after the operation of the human brain. 3. Revealed that memory is indeed like a wax impression, able to be formed and reformed in surprising ways. Memory research now extends beyond questions about the consolidation and retrieval of past memories to explorations of the selective removal and addition of memories through Q.
What I said. Playing with my dog. So that attacks continue. I don't let them get me. Today they continue with the programming of perversion, but this time they are aiming in the use. A people, better said young people, also children. Able to impose any information on the brain of a person, presumably by some kind of waves, which in the mind take the form of voices, thoughts and images and imagination. In addition to this kind of implanting information that they need, they manipulate the psyche so that the information is written into your memory. Then by stimulating the certain regions in the brain they can retrieve this information and present it as your own memory. This is the conclusion that can be made judging by the influence they have been making on me with their psychotronic weapons, for example artificial thoughts, imagination, and mental torture.